people weren't aware, they were talking a lot in the lobby before as well, so they are.
Yes,
they seem to be pretty friendly towards each other, these teams.
Yeah, a lot of them are ex-Hon players, I think, so.
Bit of a laugh. Did you see that by Koikva?
Nope.
He just put the bear in the mid lane, like next to the trees where he shouldn't be able to be seen, so he knows that Naga has a ward there.
Yeah, to test the ward, yeah, just in this little area here. Yeah, just to further explain to people wondering, what are you talking about, Pharaoh? The bear will come down the middle lane and go and sit here. If they have a ward here, then the tower, it'll be inside the tower's range. So, the tower will attack him. But if they don't have a ward here, then they won't be able to see it. So even though it's in the tower's range, the tower won't attack him. And that's how you find out if there's a ward there.
Look at this top lane as well, by the way. They're doing the nice little iron shell trick.
Madara. He's actually popped the Metamorphosis already, and he's actually got himself 2 denies with it.
Yeah, he's done really well there. I mean, you really want to be popping it under the first wave anyway, so
yeah,
getting those extra denies is always nice.
We'll miss the range creep, unfortunately.
This Jakiro Necro lane sounds very scary. I don't really know what Tiger's supposed to do down here on this Willow now.
Yeah, we talked about
a really tanky.
We talked about the Tiny and the Willow lane being like the big lane for Alliance to try and make stuff happen. But yeah, they've just, NIP have just gone, okay, well, we're just going to put our super strong lane against your super strong lane. And you won't be able to do anything because our heroes are just slightly better against yours.
I'm not sure how I feel about Darkseid just cutting the creep wave already, though, with the Earth Spirit. I feel like you really want to be putting pressure onto this TB if you can, especially when his meta's down.
Yeah.
Not sure I agree.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Ace now level 2, so has this Riptide and Mirror Image available to start to really get a CS advantage over this this slow Druid. And right now, it's very much that. Ace starting off well. The Fear going to keep him off the range creep and allow Quakefoot to get the deny there. Nicely done. Pretty close in the middle lane. Meanwhile, Tiger getting chased down a little bit by PPD. We'll have to pop the Bramble Maze, which PPD cannot navigate.
He has 4 mangoes on Jakiro as well. He's all about sitting in this lane and just dual breathing over and over again, isn't he?
He's 1 mango away from getting his 5 a day.
And he's going to get this pull off here as well.
Beautiful. Living the dream.
Yeah, just about.
With the stack as well. Just efficiency from this man.
Unfortunate for 3-3 there on the dark. So he actually picked up a really early bottle, went for the 2-minute rune spawn on the top side, but Tiger gets the rune bot with the arcane. It would have been really nice for the Darkseid to be able to pick that one up, but not to be.
Yeah, 33. I think he's okay here. Madara doesn't have Metamorphosis to work with either, so he's just going to surge himself past.
Nice pull by Insania there. Just making sure that the Darkseid can't take away the creep wave completely.
Avalanche out onto Fada here, along with the Bramble Maze as well. Fada's taking a fair amount of damage here, but Boxy under tower also hitting a hit in return, and now comes in Saxter, hitting him back. Boxy in some trouble now. A couple more right clicks will be needed, but with the Breathe Bar, they'll be able to get that kill.
Oh, and he got the kill as well on the Necro, so gets the regen. That's really nice for him.
That's a Heartstopper Aura coming into play. Tiger also have to be a little bit cautious here. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Ace and Quakefoot still just kind of going at it here, but Naga Siren still doing pretty well against that Druid. Well, kind of even right now, actually.
This Darkseid cutting the wave makes a little bit more sense now. I've seen they've blocked the big camp, so they can't pull this creep wave back to the big camp themselves on Alliance to be able to get the maximum amount of farm. Be nice.
What do you think about the Naga versus TB matchup?
Naga versus TB?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Naga recently, so it's a pretty tricky one to judge.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad for Naga, honestly. Like, she... Especially with this song being available, as long as you don't get, like, caught by a stun and then TB just is, like, 2 items ahead of you or something, I think you should be fine. Like, both farm really fast, so it's not...
Yeah, I mean...
And, but I honestly think the thing this game, it's not TB versus Naga in a vacuum, it's having this Necro against the TB to stop him from using this Sunder well. That's the most important thing. Yeah,
that's a really good point, actually. But he's going to have his finger on that R and be ready to use it when the time is right. Meanwhile, Tiger taking some damage, but the Avatos combo onto Necro, not doing a whole lot of damage, but he is starting to get low now. He's going to have to pop the Fairy Fire, but actually gets taken down by Tiger with the Shadow Realm hit. Boxy getting low as well, with Insania coming in the back, though they will be able to find the kill onto Boxy, but PPD might also die in response as Tiger and Inside is coming through with the right-click damage. One more will be needed, and PPD goes down. Think about going for Saxa, but Pada's TPing back in, so there's no more kill opportunity for Alliance down here.
Sick charges. Dota, please. Press buttons. Come on, man.
I'm dead anyway.
Tiger.
But yeah, he's trying to dodge out here. There's another Death Pulse in 2 seconds. Shadow Realm does come out, and now with the Bramble Maze as well, the Death Pulse is going to land. And with Boxy coming in, he gets a kill onto Saxa. Tiger survives. The Dark Willow got his dancing shoes on, and he's dancing NIP into the grave.
They just seem to be having a little bit of problems pressing buttons this game. It happens from time to time.
What button did they need to press that time?
They missed the kick, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. Yes, that is problematic.
It happens. You just got to reset yourself. You know, make sure you don't get emotional over it. Missing our spells.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much reing going on in the...
That's what happens in my games, at least.
An IP base, yeah. I know, I've experienced it.
I imagine they're probably a little bit more professional than me.
Just a bit.
I'm interested to see how the Earth Spirit levels this game as well. We've seen some people like Crit as well, a lot of the major maxed out the Rolling Boulder, just for having the maximum stun duration available. You know, on the 4-second cooldown is always nice. But I feel like it's a really good silence game here. You know, having the key point of the silence against the Wyvern and the Dark Willow. Really useful.
I love the way that this Lone Druid has absolutely like very little kill threat on this Naga Siren in the middle lane, because when she's got the illusions up, he doesn't know which the real Naga is, so he doesn't know which one to send the bear in to get the roots off. And then
she has 12 armor as well and a stout shield.
Yeah, that's my next point. She's got 12 armor and a stout shield. And also, if he does get the root off, when she doesn't have the illusions off, unlikely she's going to have a mirror image available anyway, which she can use to get out of the root all the same. So
it's happening, by the way. We talked about it in the top lane. Like, this catapult spawns. The Dark Siren on the Earth Spirit just start diving your tower. This tower's going to go down, and Terrorblade's jungle is going to start.
Mid lane, Ace in some trouble, though. The roll in from Saxa. Is it going to be enough to keep Ace alive? The bear is searching for her. Can we eat through a tree here? Ace juking hard and will be able to get himself away. Maybe they turn their attention to the Earth Spirit here, but a rock comes flying through, and I think Saxa's got way too much health to be brought down here. Bear looking pretty low as well, so they will not be able to find anything in the middle lane. Saxa always making these rotations, always helping out the Naga Siren when she needs it. Or anybody.
This Necro is now starting to get a few more levels as well. Makes it really difficult for this Tiny to sustain himself in lane. He's almost 1,000 net worth behind Fata on this Necro at the moment.
Yeah, and look at the mid lane difference as well. 2,800 on Quakefer, meanwhile 3,000 on Ace. It's not huge, but it's certainly impressive to see Naga doing so well.
I mean, this team is farming well, but I feel like Ninja should be trying to play up here in the top jungle more at the moment. Like, if this Earth Spirit just comes and plays with the Dark Siren, they basically just sit on the TV. Like, he doesn't have a point in Sunder at the moment, and with the point in silence on the Earth Spirit as well, they can find a cheeky kill on him, maybe.
It's definitely possible.
I just think, really just don't want to be giving this TB free farm at the moment. Like, Lone Druid's not a worry for you. You could even rotate the Necro towards the top lane when he hits level 6 as well. Try and find these kills.
This is true, but Naga will farm faster than the TB.
Yeah, eventually. But, you know, TB, I guess if he just plays around his shrine, the Knights can always just TP in to support him. Sitting on 800 health, it's not a lot up against this Dark Siren Earth Spirit. Chunk through it really quickly with the Ion Shell. Yeah,
absolutely. That's need to be finding these rotations at some point all the same. And yeah, especially with this Reaper's Scythe as well, I feel like Fata could make a rotation at some stage, but wants to maybe get his tower down or get some pressure on. I mean, Boxy's having a pretty hard time down here. You don't really want to allow him to get his blink very easily or very early on.
Yeah, they are shutting down the Tiny pretty well at the moment. All top lane. A little bit of action kicking off.
Yeah, Saxa's dropping low here. He doesn't have a roll for another 2 seconds. The Shadow Realm hit, not quite enough to kick him away. Saxa gonna live, and actually Insania's the one dropping low to focus on the kill. Meanwhile, the Centaur gets one, going for the second. Insania doesn't know what to do. The Centaur's gonna get 2 kills here. MVP of NIP. Centaur Conqueror. I'm gonna send Saxa forwards now as well, as he'll find Madara farming away, and so let's get out of here, sir. Rock coming forwards, actually. Yeah, that's nice. He doesn't have mana for Sunder.
He has Iron Shell.
He's used Sunder. Where is his Sunder?
He must have used it in the fight before. We missed it, possibly.
We
don't miss anything, actually. That's,
yeah, that's a lie.
Doesn't sound like us. Actually, I'll just blame you.
Okay. Spider nearly at his hood, by the way, so that's going to give him a nice little bit of magic resistance. Stop him just immediately getting blown up by this Tiny, especially in that Ghost Shroud. Yeah, the pops at the Tiny will be wanting to blink on him and blowing up very quickly. Meanwhile, PPD dies. Okay. I mean, yeah, you're allowed to miss PPD kills because, you know, get pretty boring. Nothing.
You trying to say they're frequent? That's a bit rude.
No. Please
Tiger
no.
is level, almost level 4 on this Willow, by the way. He is very underleveled. They need to find Tiger and give him some, just give him some space in a lane to get this level 6 online. He's going to use the tone.
Both the runes at bottom.
Oh, okay. How much?
Although Naga just picked up a double damage. Uh-oh, this could be bad for Insania. Can he get up the cliff in time? Nope. The slice comes in. Ace grabs the kill.
Nice DD. And look how far up the Darkseer and the Earth Spirit are into the jungle. This is what I was talking about. Like the Lone Druid and the TV can't both find the farm that they need.
The root comes out onto Saxa here. He could be in some trouble. Quick for doing some serious damage to him now. The hate sword's going to come out from 33.
They get the bear.
That's TPing away. He doesn't have anything to stop it. Oh, that's a shame. Hasting the Centaur Force. This guy's so goddamn fast. 743 movement speed. Gets a stomp off on the Willow. And a rock comes flying through. Saxa. Nice
that's a classic.
Very nicely done. Alrighty then.
This Darkseer is so farmed already though. Like he's level 8, 11 minutes into the game. He's going to have Helm of the Dom, Soul Arcane's Bottle. Is top of the network. Ahead of this Naga that's just been free farming in the mid lane as well. Well, they're about the same now. But
yeah, they're about the same. I hate it when you say that. When you say someone's top of net worth and then someone else overtakes them.
It happens.
It's very frustrating.
You see what Farth's doing down here in the bot lane as well at the moment? Like normally you see
doing down here in the bot lane at the moment.
But he's just trying to pull the creep equilibrium back towards him a little bit down. Always nice to do. Doesn't have to be just the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. It utilized your farm well as well, just being able to take these jungle creeps.
I'm a little bit worried for Quick for that he's pushing very far into the Darkseer's area of the map. And I say it's the Darkseer's area of the map because they tried to kill him before and it didn't go very well.
No, it didn't really. And 33 still just kind of being a damage sponge for everybody here, making so much space for the rest of the team. The roll comes forwards onto the Winter Wyvern. They even use the Magnetize as well, but now with TB's coming in, they know they need to get themselves out. But honestly, these two are just a space-making team here as they draw in more attention up here at top. And PPD wants to join their cool little crew in the top lane. And Cloak is actually dropping kind of low here just to the Magnetize. There's Saxa coming in again, keeping that Magnetize going with the Silence as well. The Catapult just following him here. The Ion Shell. Saxa in some trouble though, might die for his efforts. The tower lands a hit on him. Boxy trying to fight it up. 33 has plenty of health to work with though, still trying to chase down Boxy, but in from behind. Madara is here. Does he have the damage? 33 just running and running and running, and the invisible illusion, which died in midair, is what killed him there. Tossed into oblivion.
Yeah, and
that's a catapult as well, but I don't think they're going to get it.
It's a pretty good fight for Alliance as well, because in the meantime, Tiger's farming in the mid lane on the Willow to get some XP. So he has hit that level 6 now. They really want to try and use this the Winter's Curse Terrorize combination, a big engagement if they can.
But Father does take bottom though, which is a little bit more map control for NIP.
That's true. I wonder what he goes for on this Necro now as well. Like he's got this Windlace queued up, but does he want to build like a Radiance or something possibly against the Terror?
Going for that big Windlace.
I honestly think it's a decent Radiance game on the Necro. I don't say that too often, but
it feels pretty good against the TB illusions and the Lone Druid and his bear.
If he can get away with it, it would be, you know, fantastic. All 3 cores on the Radiant side sitting on top of the net worth chart at the moment. Yeah.
Nice. He's queued up the Yules, and it looks like he is going to commit to this. I think that's better, honestly. You want to be more active on the map. You want to be kind of taking engagements and being in fights, and the Yules does work better for that. And now, you know, he wants to be doing that as soon as possible and give the Naga Siren the space to just take over this entire map, basically.
I think another thing I want to point out as well is this Jakiro skill build. So most of the time at the moment we see like a 2-1-2 build up to level 6. And then afterwards we see most people max the Ice Path. But if PBD is looking to max the Liquid Fire this game, it probably suggests that they want to play a little bit more aggressive than normal. They look to try and push these towers early on with the Liquid Fire being available. Especially when this Naga picks up the Manta, you know, relatively soon. Not too far away. They can just look to try and group up possibly. He's got Yules queued up on the Necro now. That's very disappointing.
Yeah, he's definitely going towards that one just for the pure fightability.
Fightability.
Fightability, yeah. Plastic word.
It just feels like ninjas are being a little bit more greedy on the map at the moment, and so they're gaining the net worth advantage a little bit by minute by minute.
And Ace nearly has his Manta as well. 14 or 15 minutes in, and he's really close to this one as well. So this is going to give him a lot more farmability.
Dude, he changed to radiance.
Farmability. He did it.
I'm so excited.
Oh, what a guy. What a guy.
Bear takes
going for the long game.
Side. It's 2 for 2.
Oh yeah, now he gets robbed.
Yeah, I honestly think they can just look to scale here. Like, I still feel like the Naga should be okay in the late game up against the TV just because of the other heroes on our team. No pressure on them. They really don't want to. I thought they might look to with the liquid fire, but...
Alliance coming in on the middle lane. Avatos onto PPD. This Jakiro will be going down here. No save from Saxer available. Doesn't want to throw himself into the mix there. Meanwhile, they're starting to get the push on up in the top lane, though, and they've got this catapult wave coming in, so they're going to be looking to do some damage to this tier 2. NIP, they might be losing Ace here if... Actually, it's literally only Wyvern here, so maybe not.
He has the Manta now as well, so it's really difficult.
Dire are scanning.
I wonder if the Naga manted and Mirror Image in the same point and then got Winter's Curse if she killed herself.
Not sure. Good question. Hopefully we'll find out. What's Tiger's skill build this game? Okay, so he's maxed the Shadow Realm. We see some people do this, and some people max the Bramble Mace first instead if they want more utility.
Radiant's bottom
Trying to maximize that damage output. It feels like it's dead.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, meta.
It's a meta.
Pops. They really want to kill PPD here, and if they all get away from this one, I don't think it's a value meta.
They might be able to find Lone Druid down here.
They're looking for him. Well, they look to be maybe settling for the bear here. Let's see if they can get it. The bear is awfully fast, but they will grab him back with the vacuum, and out with the raw away. 1 second, will be able to get himself out. Poofs away into oblivion.
He has a bear now as well, so close to his own radiance. Pretty well on Koikva. It's just unfortunate that all the ninjas heroes are farming better.
Yeah, things are starting to get a little bit out of hand for Alliance here. Let's see if they can make some plays. They've got this... oh no, they're dropping so much on these illusions that the real one's not even here. They're pinging them all out, everything being thrown. And Ace is just like, where even is Ace? Yeah, she's just like, okay, cool.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Okay, it happens. Uh-oh, and they're gonna get punished for it as well.
Yeah, Tiny being jumped upon. Don't worry, she can just use the fear here. Oh wait, Foxy gets brought down.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Winter's Curse was up, but
yeah, the Winter's Curse didn't get used.
I thought they'd used both, but the ice crown nearly catches onto the wire.
Set on fire. 33 is running forwards here. He's got this vacuum vault available. I wonder if he's going to use it. Yes, he is. Getting them both inside of it and slowing this this Willow right the way down. Tiger being chased right inside her base, but the Cold Embrace going to buy her enough time to survive this one as Madara comes TPing him in. Still doesn't have this Metamorphosis though, so very hard for him to fight on the Terror Blade as it stands.
They're just buying so much space for this Naga though at the moment. He's 1-0-1. It's all been about this Dark Seer and the Earth Spirit trying to make plays happen. And we said in the draft, it feels...
Sorry, cutting out a little bit.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, sounding okay now. It's just
okay,
up and down a bit.
I was going to say, like, we haven't really seen Alliance make plays on the map again this game, which is something I was really looking for them to do. Like, they've put these wards down in the Radiant bot jungle, but they're not really doing anything with them. Like, they have this tiny blink, but it feels because their lanes are constantly being pushed in all the time, they haven't really got the space to be able to make plays on the map. This Naga's causing them so many problems without even being in the fights. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, the thing is, they have been able to make the plays onto Jakiro, but it's all about the target selection, you know, finding this what was he, 2,400 net worth Jakiro over and over again. It's not really getting them a whole lot. They need to be slowing down the other heroes. They need to be slowing down the Naga or slowing down Pharaoh. And to be fair, they did try and go for a gank onto the Naga Siren in the middle lane. Unfortunately, it just turned out not to be the real Naga Siren.
Those pesky illusions. God. Like, when this Naga gets Butterfly, How do they kill her? Because she's at 2,000 health and with the extra evasion as well. I'm really struggling to see how they're going to deal with her.
Yeah, they need a lot of items. They need a lot of items, and right now I'm trying to share the farm between the Lone Druid and the Terrorblade.
Under attack.
So working out okay. I mean, TB's doing all right. He's actually got this Yasha BKB, so he might want to take a fight right now. NIP, they're going to get caught off guard by this. Centaur comes pouncing through.
I think it's though this tier 2 bottom doesn't really matter for the Radiant side. They don't really care.
Well, they're
if
not
it goes
playing
down
this
too much.
this side of the map at all, are they? Naga's literally spent her entire game inside this circle.
Doing fine. Just push the lanes out. Yeah, with the illusions and take the safe farm with your actual hero.
Structures are
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
Standard illusion stuff. Bottom tower, well, gets fortified on 18 HP. We'll be able to bring it down.
Oh,
Now TPing up, actually, but the Madara's been caught out a little bit here. Saxa does miss with the roll, so the Terrorblade is going to be able to get himself out. More TPs coming in from Alliance as they toss back the Necrophos here. He's stuck in a little bit of an awkward situation here, and it looks like his team are just going to leave him. NIP not interested in taking this fight, as there comes a BKB from Madara. Wants to finish off. Fada will be successful in doing so, and then Sunder out brings down Saxa as well. Madara turns up to this fight. PPD, he might be the next target as well. Boxy's going to get it with the Avatos combo. Actually, it does go to Koikver in the end, but who really cares?
I'm not really sure why they
33.
tried to defend the Necro there. I don't think that was ever going to be possible. I think you just cut your losses there and let him die, but unfortunately, that's bit rolling in was a little bit crazy.
A little bit too much, and you know, this is where the Terrorblade excels over the Naga Siren. You know, yes, Naga can farm quicker, but Terrorblade can fight when he's got this Metamorphosis and be a much bigger influence in these team fights, especially when he gets that BKB as well. And unfortunately, Naga just wasn't. I mean, even if she did turn up to that fight, I'm not sure she would have really changed the outcome much.
We haven't really seen a Jakiro combo with the vacuum yet this game either, so I think in these big gaming, big team fight engagements, we do still have to look out for that because it is entirely possible. He's only got 2 points in Ice Path at the moment, but can work his way towards that max. Ice Path.
You sure if he just got that Ice Path off for one level higher, then the roll would have connected onto Madara and it could have been completely different. Now they want to go though. They've got the Butterfly and Naga Siren. This is a big pickup. This is when the Naga can make it.
Roche.
Yeah, that'd be huge. Also want to mention as well that with the mirror image and the Manta style, it's really nice to have this Butterfly because it means your illusions will miss themselves, which means they survive a little bit longer to the reflection.
Very true. I also want to say this is a really good Roche timing as well because they know meta's down from the TB, so it's really difficult for Alliance to get into the pit and make something happen here.
Yeah, it's not really a fight they can take too easily.
Insanely's going to try and fly in here, possibly by the looks of it. And Boxy's just
they're just going to go with the Avalanche Toss. Can they actually take this Roshan with the Winter's Curse? They might be able to go in and get it. Moxie trying to do the damage here. Meanwhile, 33 is going to go down. Reaper's Sight comes down. Roshan is down, and it's going to be picked up by Ace. Using that song to secure Roshan and get herself away. Not looking to take this fight any longer, but they might not have a choice as Boxy comes towards with the Avalanche here. Boxy trying to get himself away. Fada fighting in up. His attacks are coming in as well. Boxy trying to toss heroes off him. Get away from me, he says, but 33 comes in with a punch, and Darkseer takes down Boxy. That looks like it's going to be the only kill for now, although Saxa once more. In comes a roll, in comes a stone, in comes a magnetize. Tiger struggling to get out of this one as the iron shell's ticking away at him as well. It's going to pop that shadow arm, and a lot of damage coming out with the ultimate. Saxa could be dropping away. Nope, just about lives on here. Gets pinged out by a Tiger as well, as he's like, well, couldn't we at least kill this guy? But nope, no one else willing to come into this fight. Two heroes dead on Alliance, but more importantly, the Roshan goes down and the Aegis in the hands of the Naga Siren. This game just got a whole lot harder for Alliance.
Yeah, nice play by Ace in the pit as well. You always want to just commit that song just to make sure you can pick up the Aegis for yourself. If Boxy had managed to steal that one, it could have been, you know, a big momentum swing in this game. So better to play it safe. And you can tell that they were really missing meta in that fight, though. Like, Madara just tried to walk in, but was really struggling to find his way into the fight.
It's painful. But, you know, next fight, the Metamorphosis is going to be up. Metamorphosis, BKB, Sanjin Yasha, and going for a Butterfly of his own, actually, next. Wanting that mischance and the damage to come out.
I like how Saxa's just farming with roll, by the way, but it just takes forever because the roll just doesn't do any damage. Very sad.
He's just doing his best with the Arcane Rune.
He has to go for get the as well.
Yeah, that's what he was farming with. That's why he was farming with it for.
Obviously really good up against it's like a Wyvern, you know, using the Cold Embrace to heal. Really good against the Lone Druid as well, to be honest. What's the skill called? Right, heal, Battle Cry? No, which one is it? Oh, Spirit Link, sorry.
Spirit Link, yeah. Yeah, I actually didn't think about that one much. Doesn't work versus Sunder though, in case you're wondering.
No.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Boxy's kind of just sitting next to this tier 1 here, waiting for an initiation on somebody.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, they're going to try and bring down this bear here. Even though he's got this double damage, they're still going to try and get him. But the fear away, not able to get the return. Will not come off cooldown. That's going to be a bunch of gold going towards Ace there.
Oh, yeah. As if Ace wasn't farming well enough. Just give him another 300.
Yeah, needed that gold.
He's getting really close to a heart as well on this Naga. And they were already struggling to kill him.
The level 20 talent as well for the extra mirror image illusion is really nice.
33 not going to pick up that bounty. Oh, okay, no, PPD's going for it instead. Yeah, unfortunately for PPD, you don't get the XP talent on Jakira at level 10 anymore. Which used to make that hero really strong. It's unfortunately been moved to 15, so not going to get those early points on Ice Path quite yet. Almost maxed out now, but a lot slower than it used to be.
Yep. Meanwhile, they found themselves, well, who's found who actually? Dark Willow goes for a kill on Necrophos, but does get ripped apart pretty quickly there.
Why is Tiger down there?
I didn't see the path which led him there, but you know, we're all on our own journeys in life which lead us to places we don't expect to be, and it's just about trying to make the most out of those situations. And unfortunately, Tiger, well, he just died.
Is this? Yeah, I was gonna say Darks is working towards these Greaves now. I think we saw the itemization last game where ninjas like to just tank up effectively. And you're seeing it. Like,
Koigba, Ice Path comes out, but a little bit too late from PBD, so the Magpie will be wasted. Yeah, those two kind of came across each other, and they kind of both kind of panicked a bit. I know that feeling.
Just flip the tables over. Yeah, I was going to say, like, you at some point in this game, it feels like it's going to be the same as last game, where 3-3 is going to have Greaves and Crimson. This Necro is going to have a pipe as well, and they're going to be super sustainable in these team fights, especially with the heart on the Naga. It's going to be difficult to find the pickoffs that you want to.
Sub tower. Not getting through backdoor protection, but yeah, just chopping away at it. All the same creeps will be here in a second, and that tower will be going down very quick. As the Sentinel just sits here and melts the creep wave.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Boxy actually went back from Midas, by the way, on this Tiny. I think he realised that the game was going to be going late, so goes for his own Midas, but he's really not having an impact on this game, it feels like, so far. He's getting some
a couple of kills with Jakiro, and that's about it.
They're just going to chip away and force TPs here on the tier 3.
Well, he's up onto the high ground. He's got this Aegis, don't forget. Still got a couple of seconds. Oh, no, never mind. 5 seconds left on it. Literally a couple of seconds left on it then. So they will back themselves away. And this Terrorblade actually had... I'm actually really surprised that Alliance didn't try to go for something there, because, I mean, they definitely had this Aegis timed.
I think
it seemed like a great time for them to go, because they've got this Butterfly now on the Terrorblade. The Butterfly, the 9-second BKB. Could have been a good fight for them.
But at the same time, Tiger needs to... Yeah, he's making his way down here to play with the Tiny. I think if you can catch somebody from Ninja's off as they go to defend this tier 3 in the bot lane, could be really useful.
Jesus, look at Boxy just taking chunks out of this tower.
The thing is, Necro TP's here. Like, they could have killed him with the Avatos and the Willow.
Yeah,
they're just...
agreed.
Not... I don't think Tiger's where he needs to be.
I'm just going to play it defensively, fear him back and TP out. Packs are coming in from behind. Won't find... Can he find Tiger in the tree? No. Okay, doesn't go for it.
He's going for the Hex now on the Willow as well. Has picked up the Blink in the Veil. So you can get that Hex online. Might be a way of catching the Naga off guard.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
28 minutes into this game, and we're pretty much even on the gold advantage, by the way. It was pretty heavily in NIP's favor, but it's actually dropped right the way back down again.
It just feels like Alliance are stuck in their base. Like, if you look where the wards are on the Radiant side, there's two on the top side that are just waiting for somebody to leave the base so they can pick them off. And there's the one in the bot lane as well. Like, Alliance are really struggling to make moves on the map at the moment. They're kind of cornered in.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's just backing himself away here. He's actually in a bit of a risky position here. Does need to be careful of all these.
His whole team are coming over though, so...
Yeah, he's not too scared, and they're trying to go on to Insania here. The Winter Wyvern trapped on the low ground by the Ice Path. He's brought down. NIP get a kill.
And that's a big part of Alliance's high ground defense as well, this Wyvern being up. So they might look to try and at least get some damage onto a tier 3 here.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Having that
attack.
curse and the Winter's curse and the Splinter Blast
Dire's
available.
bottom tower
Push creep
is
waves
under
is
attack.
really important.
Dire's bottom tower.
All outer towers gone now for Alliance as NIP might be looking to finally break high ground here. Yep,
I don't
up
think
they
they'll
go.
get the tower, but they can at least get, you know, decent amount of damage.
Sending out these illusions in every which direction. The fear comes out. Reflection as well. Going to make those illusions deal with themselves. Well, they're really having some trouble dealing with these guys as Tiger actually has to pop the ultimate just to deal with the Naga illusions. That's not a situation you want to be in.
I think normally as well, when you're playing against this Terrorblade and he's constantly using this reflection on you, it's super annoying to deal with, but the way that this Naga plays, like with this heart, she can just back off, heal back up again, and just run
You
back
see what
into the
Naga's
base.
got queued up?
I do, I've just seen it as well. It's interesting. Just stack
She's
the
going for it
evasion.
as well. He's already bought the Eagle Song. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
The
If you
butterfly
can't hit
just makes
yourself,
sure-
reflection doesn't do anything. But they're actually going in for a kill here. If they got here, it's actually Saxa. The song comes out a little bit too late. Saxa is gone. They're going to buy back for this one and try and take the
Nice
fight. They are not
Chiro.
backing themselves away.
Might have been a chance to be able to get a 2-man ice path off there.
I think they're
onto
gonna lose
Tiny and
another
the
one
Willow,
here.
but
Alliance can find PPD. Yep, they certainly can. Aurora up, sends him onto the high ground, which is not where he wants to be. Curse Crown coming out as well, and PPD cannot survive. He's going to die. And Alliance find 2 on the pretty messy retreat from NIP there. They do lose both their supports for that, but at least none of the cores went down.
The thing is though, like they lose their 2 supports, but look where the creep waves are. Like Alliance can't get to their get to the objectives in time, just because of the Naga constantly shoving creep waves in all the time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So although you lose your supports, you're not really losing any objectives. So does it really matter in the overall terms of the game?
You're very cruel to these supports. All right, second butterfly is out from Naga Siren. Thank you, Piano Boy, spotting it once again. This guy's on the mark. Tiger with the blink dagger as well. I mean, again, Tiny and Tiger have just been running around together, best buds here, but just not able to find anything. And yeah, I love this grouping from the Naga Siren as well. It's nice just to always be keeping an illusion with you, so that you're always running around in groups of 2, especially with the talent.
They've smoked up here on
Smoked
ninjas
up
though.
here.
They really want to get a pick off before this Roche comes back up again.
He's already back up.
Oh, he's already up.
Yeah, roll forwards onto Boxy. They're going to find him. This is a big one. The Reaper Scythe comes down, doesn't get the kill, but well, BKB coming off. It's going to take a little bit longer, and there's a Winter's Curse. They might be able to keep Boxy alive here. Running away on 40 HP. The song's being used, but Boxy gets to blink up into the high ground. The BKB means he can run himself away, but maybe they can get somebody else. They're going for the Wyvern instead. Wall comes out, and they just annihilate him here. Surprised he didn't go for the Madara. Madara will actually be vacuumed back down to the low ground. 33 wants him, but 33 will be left wanting.
Yeah, Madara has the BKB though, so even after that, the song, it's difficult to kill him off. Sparta has to TP down to the bot lane to make sure they don't lose their tier 3.
Yep.
I
Damn
think they
creeps.
just look towards this Roche now. This Naga hits very hard and very fast.
Surprised they're not going straight into Roshan after that Wyvern kill, and he's going to be up pretty soon. I mean, Insania, he's got to be a pretty low level to respawn this quickly, right? Oh my god, he's level 11 at 32 minutes.
Not
That's
ideal,
sad.
but at the
No.
same time, like he's kind of just suiciding to push waves out a lot of the time. So
True.
this bear in the mid lane is getting a little bit low.
Hasn't even died that much. He's had 4 deaths.
Ensnare the bear up maybe.
Well, Ace is going pretty far for this one here, but they will not be able to get this kill as they toss the bear away. Nice save there from Boxy.
It's quick for building an axe. Yeah, he's got an axe queued up now. I was going to say, they really need to just try and deal with this Naga just constantly pushing waves out all the time.
They're looking for Koikvert down in the bottom lane. Fado running forwards inside the Ghost Shroud speed. They'll be able to connect with that rock as well. Lone Druid being run down. Spirit Vessel on him as well. Do they have the Reaper side? They don't. They don't need it though. Koikvert's going to be going down all the same as he just turns to look fatter in the eyes as he kills him off.
Look at your enemy.
Exactly.
Psych them out.
And the surge into the Ghost Shroud is kind of interesting to see this super speedy Necrophos just slowing you down by 30%. It's very, very hard to run away from it.
And they look towards the Roche now, possibly with the Druid being dead. They're quite content just carrying on farming for now. It can be difficult to go into the Roche pit versus this Wyvern though, with the Winter's Curse being available, even if it is only level 1. Be a little bit risky.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, yeah, it's having a bit of a break here as Jakiro could be in some trouble. Tiger going for the solo kill, will find it. Brings down PPD, but the roll in from Sax, they're looking to punish Willow for killing their captain as the Magnetize comes out. Sax are on top of him as well. There's the Winter's Curse as well. Tiger gonna be dead for 100 seconds.
That's a big pick off, and that's gonna be Roach this time. 100
Finally,
seconds.
yeah.
Is a long time, and they know that Willow is probably not going to have buyback at this point in the game.
You know what feels really bad is that Tiger does a great play there. He goes solo. He manages to find himself the pick off there. Yeah, just buys back. Screw being dead for 100 seconds. I'm with you, mate.
He just got the gold for the buyback. It was very close.
You sure?
Yeah.
I thought he had it for a while.
Yeah, he's just ticked over with the GPM talent that he had.
Oh, tasty. When being dead is profitable.
Yeah, at least they forced the buyback now. If they can get a Necro Scythe kill onto the Dark Willow now, she'll be dead probably forever. So, got to look for that one now. Good D-ward by Necro as well. They could love to pick up a gem at some point soon on ninjas, I think. Possibly. Oh, okay, they've got one on Saxa actually on this Earth Spirit. I was going to say. Just try and take over the map now.
Smoke forwards, they're looking for something here. You know what, my friend, I can feel a big team fight brewing. They've got this Darkseer, they've got this Naga Siren, they've got the Jakiro, they've got everything as they roll forward. Saxa going in deep here, following up with Fado as well. They jump into the middle of this fight, they're trying to bring down Tanya as quickly as possible, but the BKB from Boxy is going to be able to beat down Saxa. Now on the back lines, Madara going to pop that reflection. Just do so much work, so many illusions in this fight as Fado will get brought down. Tiger just barely staying alive. No, he's going to get burned away by the Macropire. Meanwhile, the back lines of the fight, 33 is going to drop to Madara. Final of the song. Holding everybody in place, whereas the follow-up is to allow the buybacks to get back into this fight, but Naga thrown around, tossed like a ragdoll into Koifa there, and then feared back towards his team, but they're still looking, they're still hunting. Boxy maybe in some trouble here, but they don't have the protection. They're looking for Madara though. Fata with the big targets, the net comes out from Ace. Now Koifa trying to help him out, and here's the reflection. Sorry, the Winter's Curse just blows up Fata, but they still should get Madara here. Can they bring him down though? The fear comes out and buys him a little bit of time, but finally Madara goes down. PPD gets a kill, and now they're up onto the high ground as well, looking for Koifa as well. Back with the net. They will be able to bring him out. Madara back. He does have buyback, sorry, but he does, as you say, no mana available, and that makes it difficult. He is going to use it here, try and do something, otherwise they're going to lose high ground, and they will actually use this AoE surge to get themselves out. This Naga is not scared of anything. Like, how do you stop her? This bot tier 3 is actually in trouble on the Radiant side. There's a double catapult here. They've got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, Beauty is doing his best to deal with it. Can I just break the professionalism a little bit here and say, like, these team fights are so fucking hard to cast. There is so much going on. But the thing is, you get a breather because every time Reflection's cast, everybody's computer stops for 2 seconds. So yeah, that's good at least. True. And another song comes out allowing them to get this Aegis. As a third butterfly is out by Naga Siren, by the way, which gets put in the backpack for the time being. Yeah, just casually put away one of your butterflies for the time being. That's fine. Evasion up to 57% with the 2 butterflies, by the way. Probably going to be closer to 70 with the third. That's scary. Yeah, 3 butterflies, 72%. Okay, good stuff. Okay, well, TB does have a Monkey King bar. I'm not too sure about the Druid Bear. I'm surprised she hasn't gone for an MKB of her own, to be honest. Well, if she does that, then she'll hit herself. So the reflection will be pretty annoying. True. I mean, it's not like it makes the item bad, but at the same time, it just limits the value of the item, and it's just a better item. And I guess apparently she decides that 3 butterflies are more valuable than 1 MKB. But like you say, though, against the reflection, it makes perfect sense to just, mass these butterflies. Hey, we surge on the Naga illusions. Naga illusions, roll out. I love that this Boxy's just constantly shoving in this bot lane, though. Like, this tier 3 is really close to going down, so if you can just shove this bot lane in over and over again, you're forcing somebody from ninjas to constantly go back and defend. If they can, with the Naga buyback being available with the Aegis and TB not having buyback, they really want to force something here. The Druid kind of moving towards the bot lane at the moment, seeing if he can get his rack going. Yeah. Willow just use ulti. I think she might have been clearing in all loot. I don't really know. These bot racks are getting chunked at by the Tiny. Yeah, Boxy going to work, but the illusions are cutting every single lane right now, so currently NIP are running out of creeps on the map, but bot buildings, well, they got creeps They don't have creeps for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, they're just going to TP back after getting the tier 3. That makes sense.
Yeah, mid tower is gone. IP will come back to defend it. Ace joining him as well.
Have you seen, by the way, Shakira picked up a Dagon level 1 just to help deal with the TB illusions, killing them off instantly. Very nice. And
Okay,
the 8%
that's
spell amp. Easy. That Dagon's owning now.
Yeah, huge.
Thing is, now that Shakira has his GPM talent as well, working toward, if he gets to that level 25 with the extra ice path stun duration, it feels like that's one of those talents that when you get to 25 is really game changing. Ooh.
Oh, Reaper's Scythe coming down onto Boxy won't get the kill, but it will help them finish him off now. The BKB popped in the last second here. Meanwhile, Ace is looking towards Madara here. Madara popping the BKB, needs to get himself out. Gonna go for the TP. Is there any cancel? There's no Reaper's Scythe. There is not. Insania, though, might not be as lucky as Fada has found him. The Dagon comes out from PPD. And Insania will get dropped here.
Boxy can't use that BKB like that just before he dies. Like, he has buyback, but the BKB is now on cooldown for 50 seconds.
Yeah. And
why?
I don't think...
He's not going to have it for this fight.
And that's problematic. That is more than problematic, actually. That could be detrimental. And out Madara comes in, but immediately gets frozen up by Ace here as PPD comes flying into the fight and immediately gets blown up. Buyback from PPD. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, illusions are split pushing. Necrophos blinks himself away.
They can literally just wait for this meta to
Sunder's
run out.
been used.
They just wait for the meta to run out and they just go in again.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just need to be patient here on Ninjas. Make sure they don't force a really silly fight while the meta's still up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And like you say, with the Naga illusions constantly cutting creep waves, it's really difficult for Ninjas to try and... sorry, for Alliance to get out their base here.
Oh, Ace jumping in, net thrown out, but dodge now, tossed back. Naga in some trouble. Maybe she does have the ages to work with as well as Madara pops that BKB and gets to work trying to bring down the Naga Siren, but she's so damn tanky and so much evasion as well, even though the MKB is going to work.
BKB down, meta down for the TB, so this is go time for Ninjas. They really need to try and make something happen here, especially with the Aegis being up. Just make sure you don't get caught by a Wyvern's Curse.
Yeah, that's the key. Alliance forced so far back. It's so hard to fight without this Metamorphosis. Running into Ace though. Ace will just manta off that Cursed Crown and finish off the melee racks as the Reflection used once again, and all the illusions just fighting up against each other now. It continues. Naga with a team behind her up on this high ground.
Yeah, Heart Illusion's going to start... Heart Region's going to start kicking in now as well, so...
Yep, straight back up to full HP and sending these illusions forwards just to harass out the supports as well. Alliance struggling to find the opening as once again they go in with the Avatos, but Fada is now coming forwards here. Koifa waiting in the tree lines here.
Buyback. Has to be careful.
Getting low, but they're not going to go for this kill. The Aegis now runs out, and as the Reflection comes out, NIP have backed themselves away. The barracks do stand for now as Boxy comes in trying to get the Avatos onto Fada here, but won't be successful.
Boxy's in trouble here.
He is. He's getting brought down. Meanwhile, Tiger Ball down in the background. There's Reaper's Scythe onto Boxy. The Winter's Curse does come out onto Necrophos. Necrophos just about going to survive. Just want to heal himself up. Meanwhile, Madara trying to fight up with that BKB, but he doesn't have the Metamorphosis. He's doing so little damage. Insania gets brought down. Madara doesn't know what to do with himself, just running around this fight right now.
Look at the Druid
being used
in the Radiant base.
He's pushing. He's going for tier 4s. Koifa, though, he gets caught out by Saxa and PPD, however. Yeah, they have caught this rat in their trap, and Koifa does his best to try and turn things around. Raw? No, not enough to keep him alive.
All right, I got a little bit too excited there. That was...
I mean, he's going for the rat plays. I appreciate the call. Ananga's not done. She's still here, and actually, this is 3 heroes without buyback. I mean...
Like, I'm doing it! And then 4 heroes just TP back, and he's... Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Wyvern back in 10 seconds. Metamorphosis is available for Madara here as he just runs in to use this Reflection, but it looks like they are going to get mega creeped. Heading up to the top lane. Ace. The Naga Siren, absolutely huge.
Boxy's just... He died so long ago and he's still dead for 100 seconds.
Wow, that sucks.
What a death timer.
Alright, let's see what they can do here. 10 seconds until this Winter's Curse. They're going for the tier 4s now on NIP. The illusions just flooding into their base, and Insania's smoke will actually be popped here. He has to run away. These illusions will kill him if he hangs around too long. Tier 4 going down.
Insani.
Dara doing what he can inside. He's just dead to the illusions. He can't do anything here. Does buy back. Has the Winter's Curse. Reflection being used as well to try and fight this one. I think Winter's Curse was just dropped on an illusion there. I'm not even sure as they run into this one and they get Terrorblade locked down. He is dead. 120 seconds and that is it. GG is called and NIP will take the win over Alliance 2-0.
Not the most exciting of games, it has to be said, but it was very methodical.
Very methodical and very butterfly-y.
Yeah, very well planned out though by ninjas. Like they just get this Naga to farm. I'd love to know how much hero damage the actual Naga did, because it feels like it would be next to nothing. Like all the illusions just running into the backline while she hits buildings was like the last 10 minutes of that game, it felt like.